Welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is a reading for Taurus for Pisces season 2025. May or may not resonate, but I do offer personal readings. The link to the site is in the description. Scheduling may be really important for y'all this season. Staying under a really strict schedule, strict diet, disciplining yourself will feel like a really big factor this Pisces season, Taurus. Discipline. Self-discipline, though. Seems like a phone call is coming in for y'all that may hurt your feelings. You may have to make a phone call that may hurt someone's feelings. Cash. Or there are apologies that are playing a really big role. Apologies that have never been given after hurting somebody's feelings. It's almost like this individual just had to pick up the pieces and move on with their life. Nobody apologized for hurting them. Nobody apologized for the damage. Nobody's apologized here. But expecting a relationship still. Work, family, friend, or romantically. It's like y'all still expecting to be cool after y'all done caused all this emotional distress. Like, what? Acknowledge the wrongs before you expect to be cool in this situation. Somebody has to realize that. Like, it's never going to be cool. Somebody's always going to be standoffish and feel uncomfortable in this situation, or they're never going to come around, or they're going to stop fooling with these people or this person because they won't accept that they're wrong. This individual seems like they're in a place where their energy is just so negative. So it's almost like they're irritating to kind of like talk to or listen to, or whatever is going on here. It's almost like you don't want to be around them because all they're doing is scrutinizing everything that you do, everything you have going on, possibly making threats. You know what I mean? It's that type of shit. Like, what are you on, bro? Who wants to live like that or live with that? Like, this individual is so threatening. But these are like idle threats. Like, I'll fuck you up. I'll slap this shit out you. I did it. You know what I mean? Like, the things that they're saying, it's not necessarily that that they mean it, I guess. But the way that they're talking is just enough. Like, I beat your ass. And it's like, whatever it is, it's verbal abuse. You know what I mean? They're verbally abusive. And it's time to get out of this situation. It's like these people are verbally abusive, or this person is verbally abusive, or they were in the past. And that's why their family, friends, and associates don't have an emotional attachment to them. It's like they care, but they don't care enough to fuck with them like that because they're verbally abusive. And I think they're done tolerating that. Like, you really don't know how to talk to people. Or they say very nasty things to people and then just expect people to get over it, sweep it under the rug and move on with their life. But this individual is like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. So this would be like the most loving, family oriented person, the head of the family, whatever, right? A parent, anything like that, or grandparent, and they're like a elder, but one minute they cool and want you to come to the family reunion, but when you get to the family reunion, they gonna cuss you out and abuse you verbally. So it's like, I'm not going to the family reunion. So the family reunion, the family functions, whatever these are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, but it's because of that individual or somebody's love that they have for these people or for this person is starting to lessen, and they're going to distance themselves and quit fooling with them because they feel like these individuals are toxic or verbally abusive. So it's like, I don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? Whoever this is, it's like they're not pleasant to talk to. And then it gets into a space to where I think people have to accept that this individual has issues. You know what I mean? They have issues that they need to work through, and they're taking their problems out on others. But in my opinion, it's just verbally. It's like verbally, like, why did you say that to them? Why would you say that to them? Why would you talk about them like that? Like, why are you talking to them like that? Whatever this is, it's like, they are popping off. And it seems like it's just becoming intolerable, Tyler, anything like that may be a factor in this equation. Somebody is losing interest in something or someone or an opportunity, but it's because of how bad these people or this person's attitude is. It's almost like, I'm cool. Like, they're temperamental and it's time to get away from them. But emotionally, it just looks like they're going to prey on anyone that tries to escape. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, what? Like, how are you hurting my feelings and then trying to prey on me because I don't want to be your friend or family member anymore. Like, what? They're in the wrong, like crossing people, hurting people, being verbally abusive to people, gossiping about people, talking crazy to people and about people crazy. And then when people say, I'm cool on you, they start preying on them even harder than they were before. So it's like, you are my biggest op, I guess. Like, what? Or that's what happened in this situation. Like, they were verbally abusive. So somebody said, I can't handle this relationship any longer. I don't want a connection with you. I don't want to be cool with you. I don't want to be friends. I don't want nothing to do with you. So the communication is ended, you know? And they're still trying to gain access to the people or the person that has cut them off, because this is about power and control. So it's like, how about I cut you off and everybody that is attached to you, since y'all don't know how to mind your business? It's like a whole family that does not know how to mind their business, or siblings that do not know how to mind their business, a parent or parents that do not know how to mind their business. They don't know how to mind their business. So they have repeatedly made people or somebody feel extremely uncomfortable, because they know that these family members, these friends, these associates, say for instance, they're following you on behalf of the other family members. They're watching your social media on behalf of another or other family members. You get what I'm trying to say? And it's corny. It's like, it's corny. These are the lamest siblings I've seen in a long time, or the lamest friends that I've seen in a very long time. They're so corny and competitive. They just are childish. And it's like, if their parents are childish, of course they're childish. You get what I'm saying? If their parents are just as competitive as them, or raised them to be competitive amongst each other, of course they act like that to people on the streets. But they're lame. And they don't realize how lame their behaviors are until they get out in the real world with other people and act lame like this to their other people who were not raised by their family. And they're forced to self-reflect. Like, do you see how corny y'all are? Do you see how lame y'all are? Like, I don't think they get how lame they are. Like, all of them. All of them. Like, you're evil, you're toxic, you're nasty spirited, and people don't fuck with you because you're evil, you're toxic, you're nasty spirited. But instead of you accepting the fact that you're evil, you're toxic, you're nasty spirited, you're trying to sabotage the life or lives of the people who are keeping it real about your nasty ass attitude. Like, yes, Taurus, that's exactly what's going to happen here. And they're going to sabotage their own life and reputation even more, to the point to where it's like, damn, like they don't have no family. They don't have no friends. They don't have nothing or nobody in their life. All because they're predatory by nature and plotting, planning, and scheming on their loved ones because they're social distancing, or because they don't feel loved by their own family, friends, and associates. Like, you know how they say that the child that doesn't feel loved will burn down the village? That's what this feels like. This is the child that didn't feel loved. These are the people or person that feel like they're not getting attention. So they're willing to ruin the party for everybody. They don't feel like they got invited to the party. This is Maleficent. Okay, they didn't get invited to the party, so they're going to curse you, your child, your children, and everything and everybody that you attach to. Oh, you ain't invite me. You ain't welcome me. Oh, you ain't talking to me. Oh, you don't want to be with me. Oh, you don't want to be my friend. Period. And then they got spiteful and started acting a fool. Or will start acting a fool, excuse me. So Taurus, please get on with this individual. They're weird, they're popping off, they're competitive, they're lame, they're corny. Sagittarius and Scorpio, they're cornballs. Aries also, any fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Taurus, they're all cornballs. But they all look like brothers or sisters or cousins or some shit like that. They all are grouped together in some type of weird way. And like I said, they grew up competing with each other. They grew up so competitive and corny, but I think they were raised like that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like nobody was telling them, hey, that's your brother, that's your sister. Hey, you're not supposed to be competing with your brother or your sister. Hey, you shouldn't be competing with your family members. Hey, you don't have sex with your family members' friends or your friends' family members. You feel me? Whatever this is, it's like your spouse's family and friends. Like, you don't do things like that. Hey, you don't fuck over your family. Hey, you don't do that. You feel me? No, they were raised competitive amongst their own family, friends, and associates, and they still act like that in adulthood. And now it's just like people are tired of it. Like, you really have a nasty ass attitude. Like, what is wrong with you for real? Nothing. They're not getting the attention or reactions that they're looking for. So it's like, I'm going to hurt you just so I can hear you say ouch. Like, what? That's exactly why I don't fuck with you, bitch. Keep it real, Taurus. That's exactly why you can't fuck with this bitch. Because they're a loser and they don't mind seeing people hurt because they're hurt. You get what I'm saying? Hurt people hurt people. And that's exactly what this is. Tamara, Tamyra, anything like that. Thank you so much. Casey Ann.